Hello everybody, welcome back to this year's tropical update for August 30th. We're currently watching Invest 91L located over the Central Atlantic, as well as an area of interest located near the coast of near the coast of Africa, near Cabo Verde as well. We'll talk about both those storms. The other two storms we're no longer watching. No big surprise there. If you watched yesterday's video, you saw there wasn't a lot of support, although I'll talk a little bit about 92L towards the end of the video today. As we see convection getting much more consolidated here with 91L, but still not a tropical cyclone. That's very clear. I mean, if you know what a hurricane looks like, this looks nothing like that at this point in time. But it could be by the time we get to about a week from now. But for now, within the next 5 days, National Hurricane Center is saying an 80% chance of formation. Early on in that time period, probably in about 3 or 4 days, we're going to keep an eye on those northern Leeward Islands, as well as the British Virgin Islands, perhaps some of the U.S. Virgin Islands as well, for extraneous impacts due to the storm. And then after that point, as we move on with time, models kind of defer, and there's a little discrepancy whether it goes towards the Bahamas and then towards Bermuda, or just goes right towards Bermuda. And so that kind of depends on the timing towards Bermuda, but nonetheless, the southern Bahamas and portions of and Bermuda both need to be watching this system carefully. Here is the area of interest off the coast of Africa today. Still 40% chance of formation, or I guess that's up from yesterday, 40% chance of formation. Could see some impacts, of course, to the Cabo Verde Islands, but that's normal for them. Nothing out of the ordinary, especially for this time of year. As you can see, this impact map lit up a little bit more. Still have the Yucatan colored in blue, just because they could still have some impacts from the remnant system stuff going on down there. But you see some new areas as well. As I mentioned, the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos really as well, and Bermuda now highlighted. And those categories could increase with time. I would not be surprised if we see those to lower a slight here in the next few days, if those categories increase, especially for Bermuda. Increasingly concerned about potential impacts to that vicinity here, and I'll talk about why as we look at the European model. As you can see, lots of models turning in towards Bermuda, making a close approach to that region. There are some of the Ensemble members who keep it further to the south, close to home, doesn't turn out to sea, bringing it near the Bahamas. And we'll see what happens with time on that one. We're also watching that area of interest behind the area and another tropical wave. Both of those generally expected to move out to sea. Up in that North Atlantic area, you do see a brief subtropical cyclone form. Not really entirely sure what's going on with that. No mention from the Hurricane Center at this point. So we're just going to leave that as is, but note that there could be something in the middle of nowhere. That's not quite where 92L was at. 92L was kind of where that yellow and orange changes color, down in like that bottom left-hand corner of where the yellow and orange change color. There, the GFS, much the same. Again, a little bit of indication of something going on in the North Atlantic. Invest 91L, none of these models take the storm towards the Bahamas. All of them turn it straight up towards Bermuda, and some of them have this as a strong hurricane, if not probably a category 1 or 2 hurricane. A little model support for that area of interest, virtually no model support for the next tropical wave. So it's kind of a mixed bag here today. So again, Invest 91L is the main concern as things stand right now with regards to land impacts. We'll kind of see what happens as time moves on as to who gets what when, and of course how significant those impacts will be. And to do that, we'll just have to wait for the center of the storm to form. I say that all the time, and that's certainly true here with 91L. That's all for now. Chris 6 and further, Catholic PD.